Support comes from Vuori. You know what, Jorm? I feel like when you get back on your feet fully. Not just doing like rage about machines. Is that what they're
rage
called?
about the machine? That's a
This
different
blender's
man.
broken.
That's a different one where you just rage in a good way about machines.
You call this a dryer?
Oh, I thought it meant in a positive way. Oh, I love this dryer.
No, you're thinking about rave. That's rave about machines.
Oh, yeah, that's a different phrase.
So here's the thing. Oh my God. So anyways, Jorm, when you get back on your feet, you're going to need some athletic wear.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to get you a bunch of Vuori stuff.
I already got some, but please get me more because honestly, I want it in heavy rotation. And so when it's laundry day, I'm like, I need more. So please.
All right. So here's some things I'm going to get you. It's getting cold out.
Okay.
I'm going to get you a beach fleece crew.
Ooh.
Ideal fleece to wear as the weather starts to get chilly.
Bing bong.
Made from 71% recycled fabrics. Mm-hmm. For casual Sunday performance joggers, I'm pretty sure. We know you love a jogger. They wick moisture.
They wick it all the way off.
They wick it off.
They wick it all the way off.
And they're New England sweatpants.
Yeah, in Boston, they wick it all the way off.
They wick it.
They
wick it. They have 5 functional pockets, 3 with zippers.
Yeah.
And that's helpful for you because when you're doing your handstands, a lot of time your wallet will fall out.
That's not a joke.
That's a real thing.
Back in the day. And now I'm going to get back to it. Yeah.
You should be back to it now. Your arms are fine. You should be doing handstands more often than anything.
That's true. I'll talk to my surgeon about that. We'll talk to Witch Taker about that.
I also can tell you, I just ordered the Seaside pullover hoodie and the Seaside straight leg sweatpant. This is a new item, and it has a relaxed fit with a heavyweight feel. You guys, you're our listeners, and we're offering 20% off your first purchase. Go to vuori.com/island. That's VUORI.com/island. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Hey guys, Jorm here. Don't you dare make fun of this audio that I'm recording from my iPhone on earbuds. Very important, guys. We need you to vote on Criterion. We have our voting up for which short you believe is Criterion and which should be placed in the annals of the dustbin of history. Vote now!
Hey, it's the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast show.
I'm going to just start and say this. Really enjoyed the last pod so much.
Did you? We didn't talk about it. I was worried that you hated it because you didn't mention.
Yeah, the pod was great. Can I just say a few things that just delighted me to no end?
Oh, I think you're immediately go into criticisms, but okay.
Oh, no. I was full delight.
Okay.
I liked how quickly, when I think to myself, what's the podcast going to be like when I'm not on it? Mm-hmm. Within a minute, Jorm said, amphibians don't have nipples, right?
I had that same thought. I was like, I feel like it's already off the rails.
It was immediately off the rails. I knew it would be. And I feel like, I don't know. Akiva's like a decent to okay substitute teacher.
That's fair.
I thought he was pretty good. I mean, he was reading the class notes.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he's great. Look, don't get me wrong. It's a great episode. But like, I think he has you're a little bit, you're not quite Jack Black in School of Rock, but I feel like you want these guys to rock.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm not keeping the train. I'm keeping it on the tracks, but not on schedule.
He's one of the classmates who happens to be the teacher for that episode.
Well, I almost think that like you're like a substitute teacher who right away is like, yeah, when we talk about science in here, we get in trouble. Let's rock.
I'm like a teacher assistant who maybe just graduated 2 years ago, and
You're maybe like friends with 2 of the kids in the class somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you used to babysit them.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys have that remembrance, right? I know you did keep like at Berkeley High. I remember actually like doing the math later and being like, oh, our like student teachers were only like a couple years older than us. Like I went on a Spanish trip to Mexico and was like joshing around with like the student teachers and like trying to get them to like drink with us and like being like, wait a minute, this isn't bad. Like they're only like a couple years older than us because they were like considering it, you know. Not that you should drink in high school. You shouldn't drink at all, guys, until you're 21.
I had a fantastic time in foggy London town, for what it's worth.
Oh, do tell. Give us some highlights.
As foggy as I wanted it to be, I went on Graham Norton's show for the first time, which is sort of a dream come true. A dream come less than true is that Graham Norton actually asked me why Andy was so mean to Frisbee and then showed a picture of Frisbee, which was, I felt, an unflattering photo of Frisbee. And then after the show, Kate Winslet, Andy's best friend, had her son there, and the son said, "Oh, I love Andy." And I said, "Yeah, but he's a little mean about my dog, right?" And he's like, "Nah."
So it was British frisbee bashing over there?
He was like, "Whatever Andy says, I back him up." And I was like, "I don't need this."
Oh, I thought it was based on actually seeing the photo and being like, oh, no, yeah, that tracks. That's fair.
I think it was more loyalty to Andy, but he certainly didn't feel as though frisbee had been done dirty.
Frisbee's picture doesn't do him any services.
I was also over there with Erin David, producer on Hot Rod.
Of course. She still works for Broadway. She helped, or she put together the 50th, the music side, right? Special? Wasn't that her
she
thing?
did. She was a producer on that fantastic, Radio City concert. I mean, she's, as you guys know, one all-time great hang.
All time.
And it was great. It was great being in London. I haven't been in London so long. Really enjoyed it.
We went to a dinner with Erin David, and it was with Lauren as well. And wine was coming around the table. And Erin was like, "Oh, no, none for me." And we were like, "Are you pregnant?" And she was like, "Yeah." We immediately it was like, "Oh, no wine for Erin? She's pregnant."
Now, Seth, are you allowed to tell the other reason you were out there? Or is that kind of not a thing?
SNL UK is officially, I'm going to talk around it because I can't quite figure out what I'm supposed to say, but I will say this. SNL UK is officially happening in March of next year, and it's really exciting. And if I was there for that, I would probably meet a bunch of different British comedians, and I would even venture to say that more than one of them said Quaid Army to me.
Oh, they're doing they in this hypothetical are doing their research.
I don't feel as though this was it would have been an assignment. I think they would have found this independently and then been in a situation where it would be just a piece of good fortune if they ran into me to be able in a position to say Quaid Army.
I'm going to go ahead and say that they were sucking up.
No suck-ups. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. English people don't do that as much.
Just young, excited comedians ready to make their mark.
Young, excited comedians ready to make. Oh, speaking of, I got one other hot rod happened to me over there in foggy London town. Randomly ran into Hot Rod's Will Arnett at a restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, where are you going in New York? I mean, in London. That's so cool. Because he's out there promoting the Bradley Cooper stand-up.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Is this thing on? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he and Laura Dern. Yeah, they were out there doing screeners for the BAFTAs. What did you guys figure out the BAFTAs were last week? A guy who was taking a bath?
An award for BAFTAs, the best BAFTAs.
Yeah, they're like in Guy Ritchie movies and stuff.
That was the cleanest bath I've ever had.
BAFTA, I'm going to drown you in a bath. And then say goodbye. Ta. Because I think ta.
Yeah, well, because they're dying in the bath. So it's
I'm going to drown you in a bath.
Here's your bath. Ta.
It's probably ta and then gunshot. Ta.
The transporter, he's won like 25 straight BAFTAs.
They give them to the characters or the actors?
Yeah, because they're that sarcastic.
And the next BAFTA goes to the transporter for the 25th year in a row.
No, they give it to they were like, it's just going to be Statham every year, so we should start giving it to his character's name.
Got it. They're like, this year it was a tight race between the Beekeeper and the Transporter 6.
Shit. Now, have I told on this podcast, have I told the story about Shoemaker and I waiting for our valet car in front of a hotel with Jason Statham in Beverly Hills?
No.
I don't think so,
All right.
but don't ask me, you know what I mean?
Shoemaker and I were waiting for a rental car, which was like, I'm pretty sure like a Kia Optima or something along the lines. And I remember we were standing there and Jason Statham was standing next to us. And I just had this feeling of like, oh, please don't let our car come first. And Jason Statham's car came out. And my memory of it is it was like a foot off the ground. And he like a giant door open. And he just like lied down like you would in a bed and drove off. It was like the flattest, coolest car. I was like, what is this? It was like a souped up Roomba. And he just like drove off. And I was like, thank God it went in that order.
Then your car just
Yeah, little chitty bang bang car.
All right, I'll be. This is a professional podcast where it's very cool to just come in and out. So I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Just continue.
Okay, well, I'll tell his story while Keith's gone. But me, Akiva, and Andy had dinner with The Rock once and had a similar experience in that I don't know why we were having dinner with him, but it was us and our management trying to link us up for whatever reason. And this is early days, but he was still quite successful. And we had some super fancy place in the valley, and his car pulled up and it was a Maserati. And I did the joke of, I'll be taking my car now. And I thought it went over okay as a joke. But yeah, it was a pretty cool car.
It's kind of nuts for all, I mean, again, The Rock's successes, every one of them well earned. But I was just listening, we were listening to him sing on the Moana soundtrack, which is a real favorite.
I don't know.
No, I'm the opposite. I'm like, on top of everything else, he's got a banger musical number.
He does have a banger music.
You're Welcome is a great song. Hey, you mentioned, here's something that I think would be, since no one else is on, maybe this would be a fun thing for you to do. You mentioned that Carole King has a song called Been to Canaan, right?
No, are you going to rip on where my house is?
No. I'm going to rip on the fact that she wrote a song about the place where you fell off the ladder.
Oh, okay.
You said that. Your words, man. I feel like you should, in that great Jorm sound mixing way, make a version where we hear you fall off a ladder in the background of that song.
Oh, yes. Like the way that Harper Steele added herself to the Tom Waits songs. Yes. Can you hear me? I need an ambulance. Like basically that.
And we'll say to the guys, like, you'll be like, hey, remember I said that? It's really cool because if you actually listen, there's like a very subtle moment where it almost like predicts my fall.
Very subtle. Carol!
Oh, no!
Carol, call an ambulance. Don't get back on the microphone. I need you, Carol.
These fucking fairy lights.
By the way, I went up there finally to Canaan, to the scene of the crime. Nobody had put up the lights, Seth. I'd been promised that they would. And
who would make that promise to you? Somebody who thought you were going to
wife.
die?
Yeah, my wife.
I feel like that's only a promise you make to somebody who's never going to make it back to look at it. I mean, I thought the promise would be no one will ever try to hang lights there ever again.
I got to tell you, Seth, the minute I saw it, like a strand of lights sitting there not being put up, I wanted to get back up there immediately.
Yeah. You have not learned what's known as Jorm's lesson.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Keeve.
In the parlance of our podcast?
Keeve, congrats on your Critics' Choice nomination.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mentioned in the last pod.
Right back at you, Seth.
Oh, my God. Thanks, Keeve. You spared me the indignity of having to mention it myself.
And I got solid today.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
It's an honor to be nominated. I feel like, well, I don't want to throw a jinx on anything. We got no shot, but I like getting the old nomination. My last thing I want to say about the last pod, I laughed the hardest, I think, at Andy's Fuck, Marry, Kill.
It wasn't Winter Soldier?
It was Winter Soldier, Noodle Arms Captain America before the serum, and a hot lady.
That's a tough one. Even now, I'm. It's just like, ooh, don't make me choose.
Yeah,
I do. Noodle Arms is such a handy phrase too. It's very.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's really good.
Noodle Arms. Yeah, he's said Noodle Arms a lot.
Do we need to quickly do a little pickup where we say Andy's not on the pod today at the top of the show?
I think they.
Well, why don't I do the pickup later in my closet with bad audio?
Okay, great. Just come in all of a sudden and be like, Seth interrupting here to say Andy's not on the pod.
Oh, but I think I might know why he's been so hard to schedule. Jack Black, real quick.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
Andy's on a bit of a bad tear in the old B. I can tell you that today he bailed 5 short, and yesterday he bailed 7 short.
Oh, no wonder.
Is this because he's stressed about work stuff? I know he's been a little stressed right now.
Oh, I don't. I think that he might be stressed because he bailed 7 short and he bailed 5 short. Like, you think his stress is getting in the way of his spelling bee, but I think his spelling bee failures are making him seem stressed out. Yeah.
That's difficult to say.
Somebody today, I got a real specific question, which during my Q&A, somebody, they opened Quaid Army, I gave him a righteous kill, and they said, I want to apologize to everybody else here. I have a hyper-specific question about New York Times games. And I said, great. And they said, when Andy clean bees, does that mean he didn't do any hints at all? And I was like, that is correct. And then it was just like everybody in the room being like, what the hell's going on?
But by the way, we've covered this on the pod, and I don't think that's entirely true. It's his own set of rules. Like
100%.
He allows himself the hint of how many words are there total.
Right. Yeah.
And I think some people would consider that a hint. He said he's gotten it absolutely clean, 0 anything a few times, but that it would take up his entire life if he tried to do that every day. He needs a little bit of a parameter of how many words are left.
I feel like, again, he's a savant. We had Ike Barinholtz on the show today, and as I explained to the audience, like the way Andy is good at spelling bee is the way that Ike is really good at Jeopardy, which is, it's not what you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won the Celebrity Jeopardy. We won $1 million for a charity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was televised. You can watch it.
Yeah.
It's multiple episodes where he has to win each episode to get to the final one.
And I will tell you from having spent a lot of time in Ike's company when Jeopardy aired, like spending summers living in the same house as him, he was a Jeopardy savant years before he got a chance to be famous enough to be on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Did he win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as well?
He did. He won it with his dad.
Wow.
So he's done both.
Yeah. He basically is, a trivia savant.
Yeah.
That's like me, too.
Yep. Steel trap.
Yep. Just move on to the next thing we're talking about.
You won Who Wants to Be Here for a Nice Time?
Yep. And
You got to the top level.
actually, I got a middling results on that, actually. So,
I've got a lot of questions to read, but also, should we just like knock out Jerry Battle?
Yeah, it's only weird for us to do it because Andy's not here because it was my idea, so it's not like it was his, but it was like, Jorm, were you there that week?
Oh, I was there,
it feels like MacGruber time. You were there.
No,
Okay.
I was there.
But are we going to do it just without him?
Let's just do a quick Jerry Battle,
Okay.
and then go into a Q&A.
Well, I'll tell you, it was similar to a lot of these. It was, I think, Thursday night, but maybe it was Wednesday night. Me and Andy would share a car service because we lived like a block away from each other. And it was in like the last block. I have a very, very distinct memory. And it was like 3:30, 4 a.m. because we've been trying to think of something. And all of a sudden, right as it was pulling up to my house, I was just like, what if we use the Phantom camera threw it on the ground again, do super slow-mo, and put it all in reverse so it looks like you guys are spitting cherries into each other's mouths from impossibly far lengths. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we just got out, and then we got to work early the next day to just put it all in motion. I think I wrote some emails.
Can you explain your thought process of like why why that idea?
You know how it is, Jorm, when we've just been trying to think of a short idea for 3 days straight and staying up way too late.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm sure we did for 3 days, like up until that point. Like,
exactly, because I think it might have been even Thursday night. I don't know what night. It was late in the week.
Yeah.
And I have no idea.
we would start that process on Mondays usually, like at least trying to smash our brains against a rock,
Yeah.
and sometimes it
And
would
you're
work
just-
and sometimes it didn't.
It's not a good enough idea that if you came up with it on Monday, you'd go, that's it.
Right.
It takes it being at the last minute where you just need something where you can go, okay, let's give that a go.
Yeah. And by the way, this is one of my more favorite-ish off-center shorts.
There is a moment in it where I wonder, Keith, have you watched it today?
No, I'm pulling it up right now so we can do
Okay.
it.
I bet there's something, I'm not this kind of guy. There's a shot that bothers me, Keith.
Oh, interesting. Well, so again, like Throw It on the Ground, we were, I think, on your stage, Seth, where you do your show now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And we had to blast so much light for it to shoot at 500 frames a second to be able to see everything. Like, it was boiling hot because we have all these lights and it's getting so hot. And it was a little hard to see certain things. And
Heavy costume.
yeah, we didn't quite have a plan, a total plan of what it was going to be because we didn't know if it was even going to work. It was definitely experimental. But I do remember Brian Tucker, the writer, after it aired or after Dress, saying something really nice that stuck with me that kind of made it, when you hear someone else's opinion, it becomes your opinion in the nice way. He was just like, you guys still have some tricks up your sleeve. Like, this was nothing like anything you did before, even this late in the game. And that was kind of what I took. I went, yeah, it was good. And so I have a fond feeling of it because of that.
It's also nice coming from Tucker, too, especially. I did always trust his opinion on shit.
I liked this very much when it aired. I liked it very much watching it again today. I felt the same way. Also, I really like the way the audience is laughing at it because certain people are really tickled by it and they stay tickled by it. And that's a nice thing as well, which is, it's not for everybody, but for a lot of people, they were just enjoying it so much.
Of everything we did, this is maybe the closest to art Where like if you were at
Yeah.
MoMA and you were going through the different rooms and then there's the one that's playing a weird video and you're like, what is this? And you can sit on one of those padded, square stools for a second and you look at it and it's two people spitting cherries in super slow-mo and you're like, huh.
That's very true. I once saw an exhibit of just rocks falling down a hill in slow-mo and I was like, this is captivating. So, yeah.
Exactly. So,
I don't know if you guys ever saw my documentary now episode that was based on Marina Abramovich.
oh God, the woman who
with
stares.
Kate Blanchett.
I definitely did, but I don't remember it very well. But I remember it being good.
But I was at an event recently, and the real Marina Abramovich was there, and I had this moment of like, fuck it, maybe I'll just try. So I walked over and go, hey, I don't know if you ever saw this thing with Kate Blanchett, but I wrote that, and it was the absolute A+ reaction from her.
Meaning
like
nothing?
she had seen it and loved it,
Oh,
and was like,
great.
Genuinely
so
bad.
Great.
yeah,
I thought you meant just staring through your head.
totally. But she said like I something along the lines of like, you have a Balkan sense of humor. Just fantastic.
That's fantastic. Real high praise.
Support for The Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast comes from Airbnb.
Now, it's just past Thanksgiving here, and Grandma and Grandpa, my in-laws, were just in town. But because we don't have room in our house, they used Airbnb to find a house to stay at. Now, you both visited it. It was nearby. What was some of the great parts about it that was different from if you were visiting them at a hotel?
They had a very nice private outdoor patio. And on the inside, they had like their own TV, many rooms. They had the kitchen. They had their own living room. They had their own bedroom. And they had, I think, maybe an extra room. I didn't see it.
What about bathrooms? What was the bathroom situation?
Well, very nice and private. But what I really liked was just how much extra space and how we had like privacy. So when I visited them, I didn't have to worry about like being too loud. I could like go crazy and lair. You also get to skip the receptionist at the beginning to say, oh, our grandparents are staying here. We are here to visit them. You just skip that whole process and you just get to knock on the door and go right in.
What about the kitchen? It's so nice because hotels don't have kitchens.
Yeah, it had a nicely working refrigerator, sink. There were already plates and bowls there. So when I got there, I ate some fresh blueberries.
Now, what would you think if next time we were using Airbnb to find a house and then we wanted to offset that money by letting people use our house for Airbnb?
Well, we actually have some friends who do that. They have a nice house in Lake Arrowhead, and they only go there every now and then, so they let people stay there, and it's right by the lake.
Little extra pocket money for, what do I use my pocket money for?
Snacks. Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much at airbnb.com/host.
Support comes from Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is the don't hold back snack. They're healthy and they're tasty, so you can snack without holding back. Wonderful Pistachios is the craveable snack that tastes too good to be good for you. Irresistible flavors, honey roasted, jalapeno lime, chili roasted. Bring the heat, the sweet, or the kick to keep you coming back for more. With 6 grams of protein per serving and 0 grams of regret, Wonderful Pistachios are one of the highest protein snack nuts. And if you don't believe me, ask Akiva. You didn't send anything in? Great. No shells, no limits. Don't hold back on flavors or convenience. I'll tell you what I like is just eating a ton of pistachios, and I'll tell you what I don't like when I forget to hide the shells, and then my wife comes home and says, did you eat all of the Wonderful Pistachios? And I say, no, I didn't. And then she'll say, well, where are all these shells from? And I'll say, your guess is as good as mine. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. Alrighty.
All right, I am sharing. A screensaver? Oh, cool. A real effect. Yeah, why are they on? They're so on board in a lovely way.
It's already great. Well, the music is helpful.
But they're like, oh, even more than one.
Oh.
I love the little thud sounds it's making.
Yeah.
Remember, we did have to move the cherries over because they weren't reaching, obviously.
It's really funny how she's able to catch them all.
And they're versus each other.
Yeah,
but it seems like they're working together.
Yeah. It is a battle, but maybe the battle's them versus cherries. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Great Andy faces.
Yeah, he's angry about that. So now what's it going to be? Oh, just one. Right. Oh, right.
Now Cherry with the face singing.
Yeah. It's lovely.
She doesn't want to eat it.
She doesn't want to eat that one. That's Jorm yelling, clearly.
What was your least favorite shot, Seth? I was trying to pick it
Give
out.
Give us your Keeve peeve.
My Keeve peeve is if you go back, there's a moment where Andy looks smug in the single, and then it cuts to a wide, and he's screaming.
Oh.
Right before this?
Like farther, closer to the end. Go back to like a self-satisfied single.
This guy got the continuity here.
There. Yeah.
All right. Oh,
yeah, sure.
You know what's interesting about that? Every piece of this is doctored, of course. Like,
right.
You know, so we could have made any choice. It's no like, it's because he did that.
Well, and the edit's so slow too. It's not like there was like so many shots that we were rushing through it. Not like we ever rushed through anything.
We easily could have chosen earlier, even in this shot on his side.
Yeah.
And just run it back to when he starts to scream to give you a transitional moment.
Yeah, easily.
I don't know why we made that choice. There's a chance we cut something out between dress and air.
I bet that's it.
There's a chance.
That's what it was.
Right, because they're never actually in these shots together, right? Or no, were they?
No.
Like, was this an actual shot? This wasn't, right?
Maybe we did one where the two of them are facing each other, but I doubt it just for lighting wise. I don't think we lit that big a space.
Yeah.
Oh no, we must have for the cherry. So we probably did set up this 2-shot, but none of what they're doing is at the same time. Like they weren't spitting at each other. One of them would get out of the way and spit a bunch of cherries.
Exactly.
And then the other one would get out of the way and spit a bunch of cherries. And we were just like, is this even going to be vaguely aligned in a way that we could fake? What's cool about this is there's no VFX except for the animated face when he sings. There's we did this all in Final Cut Pro.
Like with like masks and things like that, and like moving things over.
Cutting up multiple layers of video and just moving them around on a space, almost like a collage.
Well, because it was just black behind the cherries. So
because of the lighting situation, like when you throw up a big black wall or curtains behind people, usually you see little bits of gray where light hits it. But because we had to blast so much light, the background fell to pure black.
It looks really
cool. So we were
cool.
able to just, like those cherries flying in the air, we would just grab from 6 different takes of 6 different cherries and just cut them and put them all wherever we wanted them.
It's really good.
Now I have a question. Did you guys have the song first? Did you listen to the song and say, oh, at that moment we should animate the cherries singing that line?
No, there's that song, the really famous, is it called O Fortuna? You know, the really famous, Oh Salome.
Yeah.
And I think at some point when we were editing, we were like, oh, this should be to a song that sounds like that. And then I don't remember, Jorm, if it was a Megatrax.
I don't remember because I feel like that kid was in it, right?
But you had to have known before you were editing that you were going to animate the singing cherry.
No, that was a midway through editing. We went, what if this guy starts singing along to the song? Like,
oh my God.
The order was just starting to edit with no music and just going, all right.
Yeah.
And it's all happening at once and going, what would be a cool song? Oh, it should be like that. Somebody grabbing us like 10 songs that sound like that, choosing one, starting to edit to that music. And then I remember it was really last minute and I was so happy. Somebody from a visual effect, like now they have a team, a room full of VFX artists. This was, I don't know who did it, but it was somebody that, Mike Poole and Matt Yonks could ask for who was genuinely a VFX artist. And they did such a better job than I thought.
Or was it somebody through Senior Ellie's team, maybe, potentially?
I don't think so. I wonder if Dina or Rachel Lynn would remember the details. And when they see this, they'll get back to us. It can be in the next step so we can credit. But I remember it was so last minute. It could have been 2 or 3 p.m. on Saturday. And then that came back. But it was so awesome. And somebody had to figure out how to get like a child voice that could sing along to it, and we managed to pull that off in the last few hours.
Because that got added to, like, it was actually added to the track.
Yes,
I don't remember that. I don't remember actually.
Yes, and I don't even. We definitely added to the track, and I'm not even sure if we added some of the music to the track there too. Like involved the music department, and we're like, wait, can you create a little bridge right here? It was all.
It would kind of make sense if we got it from a more Megatraxy kind of place.
Yeah, but it was all very, very last minute. But in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's art.
I mean, I do like my VO for the guy.
What's up, fellas? Andy here, longtime shock jock, first time Quaid. I honestly, I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. Hit us, Jack Black.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
Yeah, so the answer is I got Queen Bee clean. Pew, 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 pew. In your face, Seth. You're not even hearing this because I'm recording it after the pod. So you're probably not going to hear this until this comes out because we're late in the game now. They're just going to pop this on after everything's been like smoothed out and ready for delivery. And then you're going to find out in the 11th hour, maybe of your entire life. I don't know what your life expectancy is, that I got Queen Bee and you didn't. And you're a loser and I am reign supreme. Cherry battle. I remember we had nothing. And we were told we had to do one. It was one of those weeks. Me and Akiva lived really near each other, and we left late Thursday night in a car. We shared cars together often to save $1 or $2 for the show because we were thoughtful. And then I feel like right as we were getting out of the car, we had a conversation that was like, maybe do like that super slow-mo Phantom camera thing again. And we're just like spitting cherries back and forth. And we both started kind of giggling. And we were like, yeah, that's probably enough. And then we'll just figure out ways to make it more interesting. And I think we even right there, we're like, we'll make it kind of like a gladiator kind of theme and give it like high drama. And that might be enough. And I think that was kind of how it happened. But that was my memory. And then the shoot was super fun. And we started adding ideas to it. And my favorite part of it by far, obviously, is when that last cherry gets spit and we go to super close on it and it starts singing in the like choir boy voice, kind of like, I believe I said I wanted it to be exactly like when the bird flies away from Gandalf on the top of the tower in the Two Towers, or the moth. I think it's a moth. Anyway, it goes and gets some help. But the score in that part, the Howard Shore score, is like, oh, and I was like, I want it to be like that. And I can't remember who's singing, if it's me or maybe Jorm or somebody else, but that was my favorite part of it. And Gabourey Sidibe was awesome. She was super nice. We had a blast. We shot it really fast because you get so much footage so fast because it's shooting at such high speed. And Keeve chopped it together real quick and we gave her a little tidbits and it was great. And I have fond memories of Cherry Battle. Is it Criterion? I don't think so, but I would maybe posit that it's like in the conversation for Kim's video. All right. Love you guys.
Was Lauren mad that you didn't do blueberries and use them from his blueberry farm in Maine?
I don't know if he had that.
He didn't have it. This actually inspired him to get the blueberry farm, I think. But we'd have to get a voice note from him confirming that.
He saw that and he was like, I just had the greatest idea.
By the way, every Christmas when you get a jam jar, a blueberry jam from Lauren, every Christmas I just picture him like slaving over a stove making it. Just the idea.
Making his jams.
I just love the idea of him being like, oh God, another 5,000 of these.
And he just
gotta send them to all my friends.
I forgot about Jorma. Fuck.
Get another pot out.
He doesn't write anything down. He just mentally remembers everybody he's going to give jam to.
I've never gotten the jam.
You've
I've
never
seen
gotten
it because it comes for Andy.
Lauren's blueberry jam?
Shocking. Well, this is a call to arms.
In my mind, he just gives it to X-Cast. But apparently, if Jorm gets it,
I did a TV show with him more recently. That was super successful on Peacock.
Oh, right.
It's called MacGruber.
Right. You did Traders.
Were you getting blueberry jam before the MacGruber TV show? Were you getting the jam?
Fuck no, Keeve. No.
Okay, so it re-put you on the jam list.
Yeah, I got back on the jam list.
Do you think it was sympathy jam based on how the show had gone?
Yes.
There's no jam sweeter.
Yeah.
He sends it to Sam Elliott and Lawrence Fishburne, too.
He was like, look, Jorm, you can't read the reviews, but you can have some jam.
I'm sorry we convinced you to be a part of the show, Lawrence and Sam.
Before your time, the previous Lorne gift was lemons.
I did get those. Meyer lemons.
You got lemons.
Yeah.
And I remember once Rachel Dratch opening a box of lemons and saying, when Lorne gives you lemons.
They were those really nice Meyer lemons, but it was really hard to know what to do with them.
Yeah. That is that thing where you're like, there's a level of wealth where you're like, oh, thank God, the lemons. You know what I mean?
Well, you hand it over to your baker and go, oh, we get to have the lemon meringue pie again.
Yes.
Our lemons have come in, but you need the baker that you hire,
You
your
have to have it
full-time
on.
baker.
Yeah. That's the thing where I always say Lorne doesn't realize. I sometimes worry Lorne doesn't know how little he pays you at SNL.
Yes.
You know, because he's always like, and then, you know, obviously just give those to your baker. You're like, I don't have a baker. I've got a roommate. I got a roommate who's not in showbiz.
Well, whatever you call
We
him.
also all had the grossest, teeniest New York kitchens that you had never used.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So you're all like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you never used because you're at SNL all the time.
Looking back, it would have been like, let's have a cocktail party and just like
garnish the shit out of it.
Just garnish the shit out of it. Just like solo cups full of gin, but with like the nicest lemon zest. Just no ice. Solo cups full of gin.
I mean, a Meyer lemon rind is the best lemon garnish on a martini for sure.
Yeah.
When you were in foggy London town, did you have a London martini?
I didn't have a London martini in foggy London town. I'm trying to think if I had any. My best thing in foggy London town is I walked into a place to get a coffee and then got like the greasiest sausage sandwich just because I saw somebody ordering one in front of me.
It's hard to beat one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see a good one, you're like, oh, yes, please.
The one other thing I'll say about the Gabourey Sidibe show is there's a Hamilton. I think it's the last Hamilton that aired. And the next Hamilton is the one he's going to do at my wedding. And then Andy's wedding, and then never again. But again, Hamilton was, as we described, a very, let me rephrase this. I was going to say a lovable white supremacist, but I feel like in this day and age, like, but there's a line in it that, because they were a couple, and he's trying to win Gabourey Sidibe back. And one of the ways he says he won her back is that he went and saw her movie, Precious, which she was there promoting.
Oh,
and
it's not her as a character. He's actually
I think it's her as
dating
Gabourey, yeah. Right, because at the end he sings Life is a Gabourey to the tune of Life is a Cabaret.
I've never been more sure about anything in my life.
Oh, when I'm with you, life is a cabaret, my dear. Life is a cabaret.
She does take him back, but he says, I saw your movie, and she goes, you did? He goes, yes. He goes, I saw it at a Magic Johnson theater. I looked for a Larry Bird theater, but I couldn't find one.
Jesus Christ. Good writing.
God.
Good writing. Can we say something about Gabourey? Just because she was an absolute delight, and she was a total delight while shooting Cherry Battle, and very, very fun to be around.
Yeah, we kind of skipped past some of the details on Cherry Battle, but that would have been a main one. It's Andy and Gabourey Sidibe. Yeah, and not everybody would be down to just...
Well, because it was incredibly uncomfortable.
To be like spitting cherries is not the most, comfortable thing to be doing.
Under hot lights.
You don't know if you're going to be made to look like a fool, or, you could have a lot of questions. And she just was super game.
Yeah, she was very fun to be around.
This is based on the fact that we were just doing it. This is a question from Maddie. Hey, dudes, every time I hear one of you do a Lorne impression, it makes me wonder if Mike Myers modeled his Dr. Evil performance after him. They sound really similar. I figure if there were anyone who could maybe figure this out, it would be this crack team of Quaids. So it's interesting because I feel like generationally, we know that that's 100% what Mike Myers is doing.
But it was denied at the time because it was all the press.
Yes.
When those movies were coming out, the press did not miss that.
Yeah.
It was talked about all the time.
Oh, on our I had a dinner when we were doing Hot Rod. I have no idea why it was me, Bill Hader, Aaron David, and Lauren at a 4-person dinner. I don't know why. I was just me at the time, but I think you guys had an early call or something.
Probably planning the blueberry stuff and wanted to make sure I wasn't there.
It's probably that the list. But Lauren, we started talking about impressions that were done of him, and we were talking about Brain Candy, and he was like, "Well, that one was me," and he was like, "But Mike's in Dr. Evil that's not me. That's not based on me." And it felt like he should have been stroking a hairless cat with his pinky in the air, saying it. That one's not me. It wasn't. It's like Mike, but he said Mike told me. He said Mike told me.
But that's what I'm saying. Mike always denied it. I don't know what else he was basing it on. I mean, the look is not Lauren. The look is from Dr. No or something? One of those early Bond movies.
Blofeld, right?
Does he continue to deny that? Like, it seems so...
I don't know. But I was going to bring up Brain Candy as well, because one of the most famous ones is Mark McKinney, and he is like the big evil executive, and he is doing Lorne to a T.
Lorne wig, everything.
Oh my God, it's so good.
For the record, Lorne was the producer of fucking why I'm blanking everything right now.
New Kids on the Block.
No, New Kids on the Block.
Of New Kids on the Block. He wrote
it's
all the
because he
New
was
Kids
hanging tough, and so he gave it to them. Well, what's funny is I'm so tired and frazzled. I just wanted to say "Strangers with Candy" over and over, which is just not what they were. It was Kids in the Hall.
If you told me that Hanging Tough was written about growing up on the streets of Canada somewhere, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And Lorne, it was a real surf meeting situation because Lorne was originally in New Kids on the Block. And then they said we had a meeting, and it was a lot of him going around.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, who's out? Wait, who did he say was out of the band?
It's Donnie. Is Donnie Wahlberg out?
Oh, sorry, I missed something. I was getting a snack. Did we mention who was out?
Donnie. Was it as we all reveal how few of the new kids we know?
Buttfish?
Donnie?
Was it you? Did we say Buttfish was out?
Hey, speaking of Strangers with Candy, I just had Amy Sedaris on the show, who's truly one of the greatest people in the world.
That show was so funny. We got the box DVD set back before we had SNL and watched every episode.
Every time she's been on the show, she has said diabetes like her character on that show, and just like looks out in the audience and says it, and it's the funniest thing in the world.
We're going to be selling these at the Cure Thrift. All the money goes to diabetes because it's a funny word. And then Cole, whenever...
But the other thing is, she was backstage giving out little like craft rings for people to give to their kids for the holiday season. And one of my producers told me, I wasn't here for that he had a friend with him, and she turns to his friend and goes, "Do you have kids?" Because she was going to give him rings, and he goes, "No." And she goes, "Oh, sterile." And it's such a great, just knowing that like Amy Sedaris is that funny. Just take that big a swing. Hey, Shayna, I hope I said that right. Hi, guys. So I do love that you guys love NYT Games. I also love NYT Games. I work at the New York Times, but not at Games. I work at Wirecutter. I'd love to hear you mention some other time sites, especially Wirecutter. I'm feeling a little left out. What product would you like to see reviewed? We actually, John Lutz, although I learned last episode, John Lutz is
John
the
Lutz,
pronunciation.
Yeah.
That's right.
John Lutz does a very Wirecutter-y sketch on our show where he is a sort of overworked product tester. So maybe you should look that up, Shane. I think you'd enjoy it. John Lutz, a very talented comedic actor.
Writer.
And yeah, I'm sorry that we have been sort of overlooking other parts of the New York Times, the venerable institution.
I do go to Wirecutter.
Wirecutter is great.
I'll give you a recent example, even though this is not paid, and maybe it should be, is I need new smoke detectors. And I went on Wirecutter to find out which ones to get.
Did you find it helpful?
Yeah, did you listen to their advice?
Yeah, because I mean, how would I know what to get?
Yeah.
So,
all right, there you go.
If I get back to you and my house is burned down, then no.
Yeah.
I will say that Akiva was always that guy. Like your entire family, Akiva, like your mom, your dad, like they would do research, they would like check things. And the fact that you're telling me that that's what you check now, that really bodes well for me to want to check it in the future. So big up Wirecutter.
It's really hard to get paid for this after we did it. Be like, hey, we did an ad. You give us a little bit.
It's also hard not to get into ad reading mode when you start talking like this.
Yeah. About products.
Yeah.
I would just say real quick, I just can't imagine that could have gone any better for Shayna.
No, I was trying to, as a member of Quaid Army, we look out for each other, you know?
This is from Daniel. Andy said boiled goose was the line of his that Maya Rudolph quotes to him the most. You're all friends with her. What is the line of Maya's that you quote back to her the most?
Oof. I don't think we try to quote Maya around.
I don't do good enough impressions to usually quote people's stuff. I feel like there might be a Bronx Beatty kind of thing.
She once said Hyundai. She pronounced the car Hyundai. And I will say that I like it so much that I have trouble saying the actual name of the car brand.
See, me and Renata do everything together, huh?
Mainly because Glenda doesn't have a car.
Yeah. Yeah, my stupid ex-husband Barry got custody of the Hyundai.
That's a weird car brand because it does make you want to say it wrong because you're like, how do you say it?
Hyundai.
You know what? And this is shitty for me to say because it's our movie, but I do, in my mind, Deborah is like, it goes through my head all the time of her saying Deborah. And then what's that based on? I believe Deborah is, but that's us quoting ourselves. So that's a pretty shitty response.
She has unlimited things you could quote. And by the way, the boiled goose she quotes is the boiled goose.
Yeah, which is almost like good, like written for her as well.
Yeah.
She also, what was the name of that character that was like, it said Forney Numbskulls?
She has so many great.
Kevin wrote in Glenda Goodwin.
Oh, yeah, Glenda Goodwin. And Kevin, was it Forney Numbskulls? She was like a lady who was afraid of different monsters, like ghouls, goblins. And then she said Forney Numbskulls.
What is that?
We might have to play a little
Forney
Glenda.
Numbskulls. I'm trying to decode it. What is it?
I don't know. I think she just made it up. I think she told me that it was something that she said when they were kids that they made up.
Got it.
She definitely tried it as a talk show once. And can you try to find out also, Kev, what Dratch's name was when she was her friend? It's an all-timer. And then there was definitely, I think the sketch I watched the most is her singing the national anthem, which is what Liz wrote. Remember, she like just making a meal of singing.
Can I add on to that last, like, of when quoting your friends who have made something funny, I think the only time that you do that to your funny friend is when you're trying to be a dick, right? Like, I once put jizz in my pants as my ringtone so that people would call me around those guys just to be an asshole to Andy and Keith. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
I'm not going to, like,
it's rare to
actually quote something your friend says in seriousness.
I think, though, Maya can do that very skillfully. Oh, and then there's TT and Mario is the other one of Maya's that I quote all the time, which was...
What's that one?
Keenan and Maya were soul singers named TT and Mario. They're kind of based on like Ashford and Simpson.
Yeah.
And there was this, the entirety of a song was, let me put it in a little bit, just the tip.
All right.
That was a full song.
I know you're gonna know this one. Who didn't groove on this bad Mamma Jamma in 1977? Roller Skate Love.
You are so beautiful.
And you are my knight in shining armor.
Let me put it in a little bit, just the tip.
Yes, just sexy innuendo. You don't know what they're really talking
Good
about.
when it's nice and short.
Spivey, by the way. Spivey, I'm really hopeful that you're listening. I know you're a big fan of the pod. Still one of my favorite things ever of all time.
I would love to have Spivey on this show.
We should just have Spivey on.
Yeah, she would
We should really just call her up right now.
Cold call.
Support comes from the Wild Alaskan Company.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you truly trusted the seafood you brought home? I used to question everything from nutrition and taste to sustainability until I discovered
Wild Alaskan Company. Wild Alaskan Company is the best way to get wild-caught, perfectly portioned, nutrient-dense seafood delivered directly to your door. Trust me, you haven't tasted fish this good.
You know, for some reason, I do trust you. What's your favorite kind of fish?
Tuna.
You love tuna, huh?
Yellow belly tunas.
Is it called yellow belly? I think you're thinking of yellowtail.
Nope, I like them yellow-bellied.
Oh, like they're cowards? They're yellow-bellied.
No, those are codfish.
Codfish are the cowards. Okay, thank you. Wild Alaskan Company fish is 100% wild-caught, never farmed. This means there are no antibiotics, GMOs, or additives.
Just clean, real fish that support healthy oceans and fishing communities.
Nutrient-rich and full of flavor, wild Alaskan fish is frozen off the boat to lock in taste, texture, and nutrients like omega-3s. You like omega-3s, right?
If it's not an omega-2, it's gotta be omega-3.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Sustainably sourced, wild-caught from Alaska, every order supports sustainable harvesting practices. And your membership delivers flexible shipments, expert tips, and truly feel-good seafood. If you're not completely satisfied with your first box, Wild Alaskan Company will give you a full refund, no questions asked.
No risk, just high-quality seafood.
Not all fish are the same. Get seafood you can trust. Go to wildalaskan.com/island for $35 off your first box of premium wild-caught seafood.
That's wildalaskan.com/island for $35 off of your first order. Thanks to the Wild Alaskan Company for sponsoring this episode.
Support comes from Aura Frames. Jorm, how you doing, buddy?
I'm so good. I can't wait for Christmas, Seth.
I know. It's coming up fast, Jorm. I hope you've finished all your shopping, especially for...
Oh, my God, I haven't!
Oh, buddy. Oh, now I'm bummed I brought it up.
Oh, no!
All right, wait, Jorm, I might have a solution for you. Ready? Slow down.
Tell me.
Come down from your ladder, Jorm.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's called Aura Frames. And here's the great news for you. I don't need to tell you about Aura Frames, Jorm. You listen to this podcast.
I've done
They're
a few
a
ads
fantastic
for them.
gift.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful frame, and it's got a digital picture frame, and you can give it preloaded to loved ones in your life with the photos that they want to look at. And these are unlimited free photos and video. You download the Aura app, you connect to Wi-Fi, you preload photos before it ships, you keep adding from anywhere, anytime. Personalize your gift. You could add a message before it arrives. Then you can continue to share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone all year long. Comes with a gift box too.
This is the most succinct description of what an Aura frame is, and I am in, Seth. Thanks.
You're very welcome. You know what else you're in?
Ooh, an Aura frame?
Yeah, because I have a special Lonely Island Aura frame that's just pictures of you guys.
Oh, Seth.
It's really the best.
You know what I'm going to do, Seth?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get an Aura frame and put nothing but doctored photos of Andy and Frisbee and then give it to him as a gift for Christmas.
Aw. Load it up with some of your favorite pictures. And this is exciting. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter. Wirecutter.
Ooh. Shani?
By using promo code, By using promo code ISLAND at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code ISLAND. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Support comes from Shopify. Oh my God, Jorm, I know you. You're a busy guy. You don't have time going store to store, brick and mortar to brick and mortar. You've shopped online.
Well, it's also the pelvis thing, Seth. I mean, it's hard for me to get around. So yeah, sure. But yeah.
If you've shopped online, chances are you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout, the one that makes buying so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it incredibly easy to start and run your business.
Seth, did you know that purple is my favorite color? And it's because of Shopify.
Oh, it wasn't before?
It was not. I didn't have a favorite color, and now it's purple.
So you never in your entire life landed on a favorite color until you saw the Shopify?
No. No, it's purple.
You're such a good improviser, Jorm, that if given him the choice to say what your favorite color was before Shopify, you just said you never had one.
No, but that's my improv.
No, but Shopify gives you that leg up from day one with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your brand style and forget about the code. Tackle all these important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. The iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world. It's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already love it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Lonely Island. Go to shopify.com/Lonely Island. Shopify.com/Lonely Island. Dratch's, the first time she did a Glenda Goodwin, it was called Second Time Around. It was a talk show about divorce, and Dratch's character's name was Renata Wang. Great. Fucking perfect name.
That's great.
Fucking perfect name. And then the next time was Goodwin and Goodwin. Oh, man. Rudolph Spivey and Mike Schur.
Who was the host? Why would Mike came back for something?
No, I think this was that old. Oh, Nia Vardalos.
Oh, it's from got it. It's before It's before our time.
Yeah.
If you've been bothered by any of the following, such as cyborgs, Tyrannosaurus rexes, alien dudes, Count Dracula, Sleestacks, the Boogeyman, outlaws, hunchbacks, sea monkeys, minotaurs, Lou Ferrigno, portraits with moving eyeballs, gremlins, and phony numbskulls.
What year was this?
Near Red All is like 2004, I want to say. When's big?
So this predates the Land of the Lost movie, Jorm, for the Stacks.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the show was from the 70s, but somebody pulled that out of their memory.
That probably got the ball rolling for
2002. Wow. That might have got it. They went, hey, we're in the culture. Turn on SNL right now. We're back in the culture.
People love
That's Sid calling Marty Krofft.
Say it one more time, Seth. Forney numbskull?
Forney, Forney.
Like horny, but forney.
Yeah. Numbskulls, numb, N-U-M-B.
Like numbskulls, but yeah. Just a
Scrolls.
little off. Forney numbskull.
Forney numbskulls.
Oh, man. Hey, speaking of Gremlins is on there. Gremlins, what do you think? 9 and 7-year-old boys. Gremlins too scary or just good?
I think it might
depends
be
on the
okay.
boys.
Yeah.
There's definitely some boys that they'd be fine and some boys where they'd be like, why'd you show me that?
No, I think it's fine. I think it might be fine.
We just watched the trailer and I would love to watch it again.
It's pretty goofball central.
Yeah. Here was a question, a common question, Keeve. Did you consider that you were winter soldiering when you used your credit card at the bar you were banned from?
Oh, that's interesting. That implies a timeline would be kind of the timeline, because this is 2011 you're talking about.
Right.
So if we're going to go, I mean, this would be before Kuwait Army, before the podcast. So that would imply that this has been happening well before New York Times games or any of this. So
yeah,
it's a can of worms, certainly, to think
well,
about.
When did you, I thought you meant timeline, like because you were in a different state, would it be possible for you to have flown there as a winter soldier, stay asleep, right? Or stay in a comatose state, or whatever it was.
Days.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
It's obviously a highly financed thing, and maybe they have future tech kind of flights like Concorde jet type things,
That's true.
like the Avengers have.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could probably get from Atlanta to LA in 3 hours using their tech. And so you could probably fall asleep at 9 and be back home by 6 a.m. if you're really going to do a ton of charges on
So
a
the
credit card.
quick answer is it is possible.
Well, but then is only open through business hours, so I don't know.
Oh, you didn't. You finally mentioned it. You did beep it last time.
Shit! I didn't mean to.
Now we have to beep it.
Beep is only open for normal business hours.
That beep just cost us fucking $15.
By the way, I definitely knew which place it was. When you said it was near UCB, I was like, click. Here's one. I just want to let you know, this is from Lennon. I just want to let you know I was conducting a work meeting. At the end, I went to tell the team, hit me up if you have any questions, but it started to come out, hit us in the titties. I caught myself, but definitely bobbled the sentence. Does it make you feel good or bad to sabotage my meeting?
I mean, good.
Yeah.
Good. And I'm especially good that you caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to actually get in trouble.
But great name. That's a separate note.
Simon, just a quick email from Foggy, London Town. My wife Sally and I are big fans and love the pod. We both seem to have included it in our nighttime routine, getting into bed with headphones and falling asleep to the podcast. A couple weeks back, we started being confused about how we know someone named Galvin Penton, and it took us quite a while to figure out that somehow subliminally in our sleep, we'd absorbed info about Jorm's medications for his injury with the latter and actually were thinking of Gabapentin.
Oh, my old friend. I mean, that's what Jorm calls it, his old friend, Galvin Penton.
I do, my new and old friend.
Yeah. You're always like, excuse me, gentlemen, I need to text Gavin.
Galvin Penton.
Galvin Penton.
Galvin Penton.
Oh, happy about all these comments so far.
They're really good. Hey, boys.
Hi.
This is from James. One thing I'd love to hear more about is the process of picking songs from the albums for digital shorts. Did you have digital shorts in mind while writing tracks for the albums, or was it after an album was finished that you went through and chose which ones to use for shorts? How did that work with the usage rights between the label and SNL? Always been curious about that. Sending love from here in foggy Australia town.
When we're writing the songs, like in the studio, goofing around, having a laugh, we are picturing a video, I would say, 100% of the time for every song. Like, we're in a fantasy world where we get to make videos for everything. And I will say also that the songs are much more successful when they have videos, and it would be really great if they all could have it to support it. I think some of the ones that on the album are probably the least listened to might be the most fun as a video. But then the real world comes in and videos are very expensive to make, or certain kinds of videos are. And so then it's a weird combo of trying to be responsible financially. Like, you don't want to spend I'm on a boat video money on the old saloon. That would be irresponsible.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to figure out, what the opportunities to make a video is, and then which ones to do, which ones you can do, and which ones seem to be people's favorites. And then if it has a guest, that's a whole other problem of trying to figure out when that guest could show up to do the video.
And then, Keeve, what about the rights issues?
That's a whole other Galvin Penton.
Oh, is it? Indeed.
I think we kind of touched on it on the Incredibad one, where because for years, of course, we weren't allowed, and none of NBC put any of their videos on YouTube, but then they would put it on NBC.com at a certain point, and that could barely even run videos, and on Hulu. And we always wanted them on YouTube where they'd be international. We made a record deal so that we could own the songs and license them to SNL. And then it was always a negotiation. So certain videos got paid for by the record label and just licensed to SNL for $1. Other videos, sometimes we got them to collab. Like, for instance, with YOLO, we got half the money from the record label and half from SNL, and they split it right down the middle. There was always something to figure out, but it's why they're on our YouTube channel to this day, the ones that are on there, because they were on the record first, so we controlled the music, and a lot of times our label had paid. So it was we owned some amount of it. And by we, I even mean me, us, and Universal Music Group, Republic Records. So we don't actually own shit.
No. I mean, we own like basically the same amount they do, right? Like it's a good deal, right? Let's pay 50-50.
No. Oh, God.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, fuck.
They own like 82%.
It's not?
No, I hate to tell you how record deals work. So but it did get them to be able to reach a lot of people. There's a whole generations of people out there that just saw them on YouTube and didn't even know about SNL. And that's all because we were able to make that deal.
And then just think, if you did not have the platform that you sort of earned from, making those videos, you wouldn't be doing a 4-person podcast that's like half ads.
Exactly. And then at the end of maybe 2 years, we could afford to make one new music video.
That's what we're saving up for, guys. One music video.
But it's going to be Japan.
Yeah, so we're really going to blow it out.
I mean, we should all do it.
And shrooms.
Michael has a question. Hey, I've always wondered watching SNL. This is a very good question. I've always wondered watching SNL on TV when there's a camera cut and the skit swaps out a real person for a dummy or other prop to take its place. How does the studio audience react to that? Do they see what's happening, and does it ever take away from the live experience? Thanks for bringing a little light into my life every week. Again, not Andy. I should note this started, hey, Seth, Kevin, Jorma, not Andy. He sucks. So I don't know why Michael's coming hard for
Andy.
Andy.
It's the perfect episode to ask this question.
Yeah. Love you guys. So my take, and I wonder if you guys share it, is that most people, even at the live SNL, are watching the monitor.
Yeah.
And so you can kind of still switch something out. Now, again, like maybe the one place that wouldn't be true is home base, which is when I say home base, that's where the monologue is. And when you do a sketch there, you want to do a sketch there, by the way, because people are watching it more than they're watching the monitors. But if you're in one of those corners, like they're definitely watching on the monologue.
I would say that is absolutely true. Or if it's a really long swap and people start to know, like for instance, Quado is a long swap. It's so long that it like actually has like extra dialogue to like facilitate the swap. And it's such a ridiculous looking swap in that people start to notice. I'm just like, wait, what is going on?
But I think in a good way they start to notice.
Yes, 100% for that sketch in particular.
Sometimes you will hear a giggle when you're watching at home. I'll hear a giggle that is not motivated by anything you can see, and you know something is happening. Off camera. You know whatever, when the next cut comes, there's going to be a joke, and they're getting ahead of it because they can see
and
it.
It is potentially fun for the audience.
Yeah. I think that there's very little more enjoyable than that extra couplet of dialogue that has been added between dress and air to buy more time.
Certainly for writers. They're just like, tell me more about that until we're ready to cut to the next chat. Yes.
Here's one from Avi. I'm a longtime Quaid, first-time querier. So here's my Quaid query.
Ooh, a QQ.
Aside from being an golden era of SNL, The Lonely Island blew up at the same time that a lot of comedy was flourishing online. College Humor, Cracked, 5-second films, Britnick, etc. Some people on these sites even ended up working at SNL. Sarah Schneider, Streeter Seidel. How aware were all you guys of the other comedy groups and websites? Was that a time where you guys knew all those dudes?
Well, just quick shout out. The movie that I did in Finland was actually written by Nick and Brian Britannic.
Oh, nice.
And they have a movie that I think the guy that used to be our main exec at our company, Billy Rosenberg,
yes,
I believe screened a Britannic movie at our office because we have a little
they just directed
little private theater in our office, and they just came by and did a screening. I couldn't make it to it, but right, that was them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that is correct.
But I will say we were sort of aware because that wasn't like, it's not like we went to comedy clubs or to comedy shows.
Right.
So if a video was really funny on College Humor, we got texted it or, emailed it the same way anybody would.
Yeah, like Derek Comedy. I remember like watching the Island of Daughters sketch and thinking that was really funny. Like early Derek Comedy.
And we knew the Human Giant guys, but they had a show on TV, so that's a little different.
Yeah.
But some things would reach us, but it wasn't like it's not like the SNL circle also included all of those people.
But also it was early days of YouTube too, so it wasn't like we were like scouring the site for a ton of shit too. Yeah, I don't know. We were working, I guess.
I mean, Charlie Bit My Finger was pretty huge.
Love that one.
Oh, here's a question from Elizabeth. I've listened to your podcast for 1 year and 8 months in the hopes of one day hear a vague anecdote about the sketch Hip Hop Kids Bear Cave with Ryan Philippe. And we talked about that episode and didn't talk about it. I got to go back and watch it, and then I will briefly comment on Hip Hop Kids.
Hip Hop Kids.
I feel like that's a lot, right? This is good.
Yeah, I think that was plenty.
Okay. I think maybe the day this comes out, so we'll have day drinking with Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm very excited. I'm jealous, My daughter went to the concert.
I'm just jealous anytime you go day drinking.
I'm a big fan. I will say a real big fan of Sabrina Carpenter, the person.
Why?
Just I think she's incredibly kind, nice, sharp, funny.
I've heard all her music because my daughters are such fans. And it's one of those ones where they're always like, put on some music. And I was like, oh, I'll put that one on because I know it's genuinely funny.
Yeah.
It's too dirty for them to be listening to, but they've heard it all without me. So then
Wait, so how good was she at drinking though, Seth? Good?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm also very happy to say she was cautious in a way that I respect and liked.
Got it.
Yeah. She wasn't trying to be a hero.
Okay. You pressured her properly, right? And just was like, you fucking take the drink.
You think this is?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to come on day drinking and not drink?
I told her my favorite thing when Julie Louis-Dreyfus did it, which by the way, I say this to all of our guests, where I'm like, hey, by the way, you don't have to do any of this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'll drink, but like, we can switch your shots to water. Like, don't do anything you don't want to do. And when Julie Louis-Dreyfus did, I said basically that speech. I go, you don't have to drink anything. You don't have to. And she's like, yeah, I know.
I am
Julie Louis-Dreyfus
wrong.
Like, you think I'm gonna do any of this stupid shit?
But people really are drunk on your thing, so I want to make it clear that you're not faking your thing because when you watch the Julia Louis-Dreyfus one, you're like, oh, she didn't drink. She's very clear, and it's on camera that she's not drinking.
Yeah. That's not a secret. Most people do drink, and nobody. I do think it's a very hard thing to act as drunk as we end up sometimes.
I did have to explain to my daughters because they asked what exactly being wet meant because of Sabrina Carpenter, though.
Interesting.
And I was the only one in the car, so my wife could not field that question.
I would like that. You're like, Liz was there, but I'm like, I got this.
I got this, honey. They're old enough that they're like, yeah, kids say it at school, or like someone will say like, oh man, it's raining out. I just got so wet. And everyone will go, oh. And so she knows it's something dirty, knows it's something she needs to know so she doesn't get made fun of. So she did need to know it at that age.
And you told her about doing PCP?
Yeah, about just getting wet. I'm like, if you're smoking angel dust, if you're smoking weed by itself, it's just smoking weed. If you sprinkle angel dust on top of it or on tobacco, it's called getting wet. And that's what it's all about.
And you're like, now go out into the world and be confident, young ladies.
Exactly, be confident. So they're laughing because they think you went out in the rain and smoked PCP. That's exactly right.
Be confident, girls. Your daddy's made you confident girls.
Yeah, this is confident. Now you know exactly what it means.
Well, this was lovely. We wish Andy the best as he recovers from just eating shit back-to-back days on the B.
Oh, that poor bastard. Yeah.
And this was a delight. I love you guys.
Love you very much.
Yeah, love you. Oh, who's going to take it? All three of us at once? 3, 2, 1. Later, Arnold.
Later, Quates.